Hello everyone! Today, we're going to discuss about the alternative delivery mode, media-based arts and design in the Philippines. Brought to you by the Group 2 of 10 Hertz. First, what do you need to know? The modern techniques and trend in the photography, film, print media, digital media, and product and industrial design will be explored in this module. Most notably, the talent, creativity, and quality workmanship of Filipino artists and designers in all these fields will be recognized and celebrated. Not only this brought Philippine artistry to the world's attention, but they have opened an entire range of opportunities for young Filipinos to develop and apply these talents and earn a living while doing so. Technological advances continue to be a major driving force in the directions that each of these art forms has taken. Among the results have been exciting innovations in materials manipulation, coloring and embellishment techniques, and creation and production process applied to all today's media, whether physical and tangible or virtual in cyberspace. What I know. Answer this pre-assessment below in your arts notebook.
What's in? The picture beside is a work of a renowned artist that took a spot in competitions related to photography. Analyze and answer the following questions below in your art notebook. Photography and film. Photography is a method of recording the image of an object through the action of light or related radiation on a light-sensitive material. The word derived from the Greek photos, light, and graphene, to draw, was first used in the 1830s. This article treats the historical and aesthetic aspects of still photography. For a discussion of the technical aspects of the medium, see Photography Technology of. For a treatment of motion picture photography or cinematography, see Motion Picture, History of, and Motion Picture Technology. Manvel et al. 2020 stated film, also known motion pictures or movie, series of still photographs on film, projected in rapid succession onto a screen by means of light. Because of the optical phenomenon known as persistence of vision, this gives the illusion of actual, smooth, and continuous movement.
Film is a remarkably effective medium in conveying drama and especially in the evocation of emotion. The art of motion pictures is exceedingly complex, requiring contributions from nearly all the other arts as well as countless technical skill, for example, in sound recording, photography, and optics. Emerging at the end of 19th century, this new art form became one of the most popular and influential media of the 20th century and beyond.
Photography.
The photographer as artist. Focusing a camera at a subject and clicking the shutter is photography as process. Discerning a significant moment or a unique expression. Framing it in the camera viewfinder with an eye for composition and then clicking the shutter is photography as art.
This is the picture of a man looking at the camera's viewfinder.
That discernment in that eye for composition are the factors that elevate a photographer from a mere recorder of image to an artist. In a pictorial shoot, the photographer may position lighting, modify the lens setting, or use filters to create an effect he or she has conceptualized beforehand. The tools and techniques may not be those of the traditional artist, but the aesthetic principles are the same.
Photography as communication. Photography is a visual representation, which means highlights an act of seeing to establish subject matter in surroundings. These would be described, explain, and visualize the content of the emotional experience. The process of communication starts when the information source encode or produce a set of message in the mode of speech, written form, picture, or other media to other parties. In communication process, photograph is used as medium of persuasion as it controls the emotions of the reviewer. The production of an image in communicating with its viewers undergoes a critical process. Noteworthy Philippine photographers. The Philippines has joined the rest of the world in applying the wonders of modern photography to every aspect of life. From personal to professional, to national to global. And with our country's natural beauty, several local photographers have taken on the Philippines and our people as a major focus of their lenses. George Tapan is an award-winning travel photographer who has won 2 Pacific Asia Tourism Association, or also known as PATA, Gold Awards, an Asian Tourism Association Award, and the first place in the 2011 National Geographic Photo Contest. His highly acclaimed work has been published in 5 travel photography books. This is him. The picture below is George Tapan. And these are some of his works. Film, the collaborative art of filmmaking, because of its technical complexity, involves entire teams of artists, writers, and production experts, supported by technicians taking charge of the cameras, lighting equipment, sets, props, costumes, and the like, all under the supervision of a film director. Film directing. Film directing. It is the director, like the painter and sculptor in traditional art, who envisions the final effect of the film on its viewers, visually, mentally, and emotionally. While the painter and sculptor work with physical materials, the film director works with ideas, images, sounds, and other effects to create this unique piece of art. He or she conceptualizes the scenes, directs the acting, supervises the cinematography, and finally the editing and sound dubbing in, much the same way as a visual artist composes an artwork. Clearly, however, the director does not do all this alone. Acting. Film actors had to learn to express themselves without the exaggerated facial expressions and gestures used on stage. With the addition of sound in the 1930s, they then had to learn to deliver their lines naturally and believably. Cinematography. Behind the scenes, there was cinematography, or the art of film camera work. This captured the director's vision of each scene through camera placement and movement, lighting, and other special techniques. Editing. editing was joined by the film editing, the art of selecting the precise sections of film, then sequencing and joining them to achieve the director's desired visual and emotional effect. Sound editing was also developed, as films began to include more ambitious effects beyond the dialogue and background music. Production or set design. Underlying all these was the art of production and set design. These were created in physical terms through location, scenery, sets, lighting, costumes, and props. The mental image that the director had of how each scene should look, what period it is should depict, and what atmosphere it should convey. This included creating worlds that did not exist, as well as worlds that they were long gone, designing each production component down to the very last detail. Philippine filmmakers. Outstanding female directors. We have an example here. Number 1 is Loris Gillen and number 2 is Marilu Diaz-Abaya. Gillen's film Salome in 1981 earned international acclaim at the Toronto International Film Festival. Her more recent films such as Tanging Yaman in 2001, which won Best Picture in the Metro Manila Film Festival, American Adobo in 2002, Santa Santita in 2004, and Sayo Lamang in 2010, all gained her recognition among the current generation of Filipino moviegoers. Here are some of the pictures of her work. Marilu Diaz-Abaya. Marilu Diaz-Abaya captured the attention and respect of the viewing public with powerful films such as Jose Rizal in 1998. Perfectly timed for the centennial celebration of the Philippine independence, Muro Ami 1999, which bravely exposed the deadly practice of using child divers to pound for fish in the Philippines' coral reefs, and Bagong Buwan in 2001, which dealt with the human cost of the Muslim-Christian conflict in Mindanao. These are some examples of her works. And now we will move on to the activities. Are you ready? Capture and collect. Using your phone with the camera, capture a beautiful spot outside your home area with you as a model. Create a name of your picture and submit a hard or soft copy in a half-size or whole-size bond paper or photo paper. Label your work as original media-based art. Below are the criteria for judging. What I have learned. Review the lessons in the module, then write your reflection in your art notebook by completing the unfinished statement below. What I can do, use short bond paper for this activity. And by the way, these are the criteria for judging. And then after that, we'll have an assessment. Choose the letter that best corresponds to your manner. Write your answers in your arts notebook.